Hello, from Tech Buzz, another product in from JBL. This time it's the Soundgear Sense, and these are open ears. I think it's our first pair. We've probably done about 20 different pairs of open ear headphones, and what I like about these is they've got access to an app on the Android store and Apple store. So that's a good start. It'd be interesting to see how that fares out. 24 hours of battery, 6 and 18. Open air design, crisp clear calls, IP54, and that's it there. So this is what it looks like here on the package. Very nice presentation. You get 4 hours of a 15-minute charge. It's pretty good. You have multi-point connection, splash and dust resistant, 4 mic, crisp clear calls, and JBL open sound technology. So let's open them up and have a look and see what they look like. As you do. Right, out of the box we've got this quick start guide. So you've got all your little books and all that stuff in there, and you've got your cable in here. So that's how long it is. USB-C, USB-A, orange to match, and it's orange inside too, which I like that. And says there's something in there. So you've got this here as well, left and right. Check out what that's for. In here we've got booklets again, charging, and you've got a nice case. So that's the typical case you get with these open ear headphones. JBL branding up on front. And you've got these next. So let's get these out. 1, 2. So just pour all that to one side. So looking at the case, typical case that you get with these, your connections in there, left and right. You do have a light on the front. Soundgear Sense written on the back, and you've got your USB-C charging port there. And here is these guys here. So these are touch. So you've got left and your connection points there, and that's it. Yeah, definitely touch, and that's what they look like there. So they'll just pop around your ears and so on. So interesting to see what this bit's for here. Presuming you can put it on and hang it around your neck. You can, yeah, if you want to do so. Just put them on. I just prefer to put these on the ears because they're quite fine as they are after testing so many. And there's a movement here on this way. That's the first I've seen on these. Most of these are kind of fixed here, and they'll go left and right, and they're flexible here, but this is good here, moving up and down like that there. So that's good, and that's what they look like there. So we'll pop them into the case and see what happens. So we do have LED lights on them as well, and that's it there with the case closed. So we're going to take it away, test them, and we'll be back to let you know what they sound like and how the app works and all that kind of stuff. So stay tuned for that after the break, which will be about a week or two. Hello, it's Jim, and we're back with the JBL Soundgear Sense. We're testing these out now for a couple of days, and pretty good. And as you can see, you've got your LED lights there. So we've been wearing these for a bit just to see how they are and review them as you do. And they sound really good. Now, they're not as loud as headphones or earbuds, but they're decently loud enough. And probably the safest loudness you can get, because I kind of tend to listen to everything too loud. But for me, I like loud, but they are loud enough, but not loud to my standard of loud, if you get me. Some people like that. It's a subjective opinion, but that's just me. But to move on, the design is nice. They're solid, they're robust, and you've got this ergonomic design here, which I mentioned earlier, and I'm just going to pause that there. And I like this idea here. So they're great for sports, running, jogging, going to the gym, all that kind of stuff. And that's pretty much what you've got there when it comes to the build. Really good build quality. You've got 4 mics. Calls are quite good, and we're going to take a look at their app now as well, and they're splash and dust resistant as well. So again, gym, running, cycling, walking to work, commuting, whatever the case may be. But as with these kind of headphones, people will hear you if they're turned up loud, as you hear now in a second. You can hear the music playing there, but it's not too loud or that annoying. Depends how far someone is beside you. But if on a bus or anything like that, I'd advise you not to do it. Have them full whack. But like I said, everyone listens in their own way. So let's have a look at the app. Now the app is familiar if you're familiar with the JBL app, and just get that up there, get that off the phone. Okay, so we're going to go back here. So yeah, we've just recently reviewed those as well. And you have your battery status here, your equalizer here. So in your equalizer, you've got your jazz, your vocal, bass, club, studio, and you can add one as well. And then in here, you've got your settings where you can drag this slider up and down as you could before. So that's pretty much good. If you're familiar with the app, it's going to be a familiar scene. So you can scroll across here. And next up, you've got your gestures, left and right. Now you can change them if you want, voice control, playback, or none. And if you go on to the right, you have that there. So you've got everything there that you need at tap, which is great. So you've got your audio and video mode again on this. So again, it'll disconnect and reconnect if you want to watch video. It's going to stop the latency and so on. And for gaming as well, if you're into gaming, it stops that latency. That can happen. You've got your left and right balance there. It should be always in the center anyway. You've got your volume limiter here. Make sure this is turned off, because if you turn this on, they're not going to be that loud at all, but that helps. And then you've got Find Me Buds. You've got your 30 minutes, hour and 2 hour auto power off. So if you press Find Me Buds, you know what happens there. And it'll give you a countdown warning. And you hear the beep there. So, and that's the left and the right. So just so you know which is which. And you get back out of that. But with this, there's no map on it like the headphones, the NC770s. And that's that there. So that's pretty much what you've got in the app. You've got a similar setup there. Simple UI, easy to use. It's quite nice as well. And nothing too difficult to get to there. And if you want to toggle around your controls, you can do so. So overall, it's pretty good. So let's show you those controls in action and how they'll work. Now, you've seen them in there, so I'm just going to show you now. Double tap, play and pause. And that's it there. And double tap will skip and triple tap will reverse. So we're going to triple tap it now. Just pause it there, and you tap and hold on either side to get your voice assistant to come up, and you can see it working there, no problems at all. The controls work really well. So volume up and volume down is tap once, so just press play, double tap down. It was up to the max, that's why it wasn't doing that in there. And then a tap once. And you can see how well they work there. It's going to pause that again, so I'll have to pause that on this side. And again, tap and hold to bring up your voice assistant. And there you go. So that's basically it. They sound really good, and they've got nice, crisp, clear sound. They've 16.2mm drivers, which is on the bigger side, and that's good and really good. Again, you've got the nice bass, and it's punchy too. And again, you've got your EQ settings there to toggle around with to suit your own needs. But for me, there's no problem with them at all. The only difference is you're not ever going to get the same sound as headphones or earbuds, but the other good thing about them is you can hear what's going on around you, which is kind of important if you're out and doing things. So it's not a bad thing. It's a small caveat you have to pay if you want to hear your surroundings, but there's nothing wrong with that, especially with dark evenings and so on, or if you just want to hear what's going on. But you can use them on their own as well, and you can, of course, you can control your phone calls from these too. and that's really about it. Really good pair of open ear headphones, or earbuds, whatever way you want to call them, which is a popular trend now, and they do a good job, and they've got an app. And I think this is the second pair I've come across in the amount of reviews that have actually had an app which does enhance the experience for these kind of earbuds or open ear design, because they're not the same. They don't deliver the music the same kind of way, because they're not in your ears, or outside your ears, resting on them, and it's kind of a different experience. And if you've not tried it yet, you should try it, because at the start I wasn't a big fan of these kind of open ear designs, but now I like them and they're pretty good. And of course, you've got that neckband thing I mentioned earlier on, which I don't really bother with, because I just prefer to use them like that, and you can have them resting around your neck as well. But yeah, really good product. Of course, JBL, what would you expect? Nothing less. They do a good job, and they look good, sound good, and the controls are really good too. And the app is there for you as well, just to enhance your experience. So can't complain with the sound. No tinniness, no lag latency, nothing like that whatsoever, or distortion on the max volume. And that's it. Just one thing I did mention: if someone's beside you on the bus, you wouldn't want to have them up full whack, because you will hear it. Like if you remember the old days of people with these earbuds, and you hear this all this kind of noise going on. No, very annoying. But other than that, pretty good. And you've got fast charge as well, and they're sweatproof, hands-free calls, your built-in mic, voice assistance, all of it's there basically, and they're not too expensive either. So we'll see you in the next video, and thanks for watching. And again, thanks to JBL for dropping these over, and check out their other reviews that we've just done on site too. And stay tuned for more news from JBL soon. We'll see you then.